Hi everyone, today we talk about the early warning signs of dementia, and I'm going to give you real life examples. So, contrary to popular belief, dementia doesn't usually start with one big obvious change. It's often small things that keep happening again and again. I have 8 signs to look out for, and one bonus sign. So stay till the end so you don't lose out. The first one is memory loss that affects daily life. And this isn't just forgetting where you put your keys just the once. It's repeating the same thing over 5 times in maybe an hour or even 5 minutes. It's forgetting a conversation you just had. And it's missing appointments even when they're written down. So, for example, you tell your mom you're visiting at 3 p.m. and she calls you at 2:45 asking if you're still coming today. Number 2 is struggling with everyday tasks. And these are things they've done for years that suddenly feel confusing and overwhelming. And this will look like not knowing how to make a cup of tea, or getting stuck halfway through cooking, or not knowing how to use the TV or the microwave anymore. So an example might be someone who cooked every day suddenly can't remember what step comes next. Is it the flour or the milk or the egg? Number 3 is problems with thinking and planning. This is a big one, and this shows up in things that need a bit of focus. So things like paying bills become confusing, and following a simple recipe feels overwhelming, and they lose track halfway through a task. So for example, they start paying the same bill twice, or they stop paying them altogether. Number 4 is language and communication changes. Words don't come as easily anymore. They're now pausing mid-sentence and losing track, or calling things the wrong name, or struggling to follow conversations. An example would be they might call a kettle a water thingy, or stop talking because they cannot find the word. The words are gone. Number 5 is confusion about time or place. And this is more than just forgetting the day. It's not knowing if it's morning or if it's evening. It's thinking they're living in a different year, or getting lost in places they know very well. So an example would be they try to go home even though they're already at home. What number are we on now? Number six, misplacing things in unusual places. And we all lose things, but this is different. It's things like putting keys in the fridge, or leaving shoes in the bathroom, or accusing others of stealing because they can't find things that they've hidden. So for example, they hide money for safekeeping, but then forget where they put it. Hence the accusing. Number 7 is changes in mood or personality, and this can be one of the hardest parts for family. They become more anxious or suspicious, and get upset over small things, or act completely out of character. An example of this would be a calm person suddenly becoming angry or fearful for no clear reason, a reason you don't understand or explain. Number 8 is pulling away from people and activities, and they start doing less and less, and lose interest in hobbies they used to enjoy. They avoid social situations or sit quietly instead of engaging. So an example would be someone who loved going to church or family gatherings stops wanting to go. And the last one, and the bonus one, is poor judgment. These are decision-making changes, giving away money, not dressing for the weather, and ignoring personal hygiene. So for example, they might go outside in winter with no coat on, or fall for obvious scams. So what's important to remember is that these changes are not a normal part of aging, especially when they keep happening and get worse over time. But don't jump to conclusions either, because some of these symptoms can be caused by things like infections or depression, or even medication side effects. That's why it's always important to speak to your GP. So if you've noticed these changes or signs in someone you love or you care for, don't ignore it, and don't wait. Speak to your GP as quickly as possible. Please subscribe to this channel, where I break down in simple real-life ways so you actually know what to do, not just what it is. And remember to be kind.